Hello, I am going to make this video tutorial on how to tame some Barbie's hair. This is a Snow White Barbie doll, and of course you can see her hair has seen better days. This Barbie doll is really not all that old, but she's had a rough, short life. So I'm going to show you how to soften her hair and get it to looking like it used to. These are a couple of Barbies that I've already done. You can see the one on the left, her hair's still wet. I've set her up to dry. The one on the right, I blow dried her hair. So you can kind of see the finished product on her. So to get started, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need some shampoo and conditioner. I use Vidal Sassoon. That's just what we use, so that's what I'm using on her. Some sort of lotion, just whatever you have, but the better it smells will be better because it's going to get into her hair and make her hair smell nice. So something that you enjoy the smell of would be best. I know my daughter's always bringing her Barbie dolls to me and they end up right up in my face, and when their hair gets nasty like this, it stinks. So you want them to smell good. These two items right here, let's see, this little one here is just some argan oil. This is just a sample bottle that I had gotten with my flat iron. So I'm going to use that. You could use any brand of argan oil or any type of leave-in treatment or leave-in conditioner or anything like that. This right here, polish it. It's just, it's a shine serum. Again, you could use any brand. There's so many different brands that makes shine serum, so any of them will work. This is just what I have. A good brush. My brush has seen better days, but just a good paddle brush like this works really well. Or if you actually have a doll brush, that's the hard plastic, that works great. I also use a fine tooth comb towards the end when we're really getting all the tangles out. That works really great. And then a pair of scissors. I cut my own hair, so I have really good hair cutting scissors, but any scissors would work. Basically, at the end, sometimes you'll have stray hairs hanging off of the doll, and you'll just want to clip them, so it really doesn't take much. So we're going to get started here. I'm going to have to undress my doll so that we don't get her clothes wet. I don't have any other way to prop my phone up, so I have to hold it. So sometimes I might have to pause the video so that I can use both hands, but I promise to show you as much detail as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so I can get her undressed and we can get started. Okay, I've got her undressed. I would put a bathing suit on her, but I don't know where my daughter's Barbie clothes are. She has them kind of spread out everywhere, so I apologize for the naked Barbie. The first thing we're going to do is get some water here. We're just going to wet her hair down. And I think this Barbie is going to be easier than the others because her hair is really short. I tried making a video on the other dolls and it kept messing up, so this is my last doll. So we've got her hair nice and wet. Now we're going to get our shampoo. Again, just whatever you have. Something that smells good is best because you are going to smell it on their hair. And just put a decent amount on there. And obviously this is something that you're going to be doing with two hands. I am trying to make it work with one so I can show you as much detail as possible. So you're just going to keep dropping her. She doesn't have much hair to hold on to. Okay, so once you've got her hair, good and saturated, you're going to brush it out. It's going to be a little bit harder with her hair. It's not as long as the other Barbies I've been doing it on, but you're going to kind of try to lay it on the surface of your countertop. Like I said, it's much easier with long hair because the Barbie doll's hair will come out further and it will kind of hold them up there. But you're gonna be brushing this. Okay, so you're gonna be taking your brush. You're gonna start at the bottom of her hair and you're just gonna kind of do this and work your way up. Obviously, if you have a doll with longer hair, it'll be down here, and you'll just go from the bottom and work your way up. And you're going to want to flip her over and do this from all sides. Just really get in there. You're going to have to brush pretty hard, especially if your doll's hair is really tangly. At this stage with the shampoo, you're not trying to get all of the tangles out. You're just trying to get some of them out and really get that shampoo down in there to get any of the dirt and the grime that is in her hair. We're just wanting to get that out at this point. This does take 2 hands, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'm going to brush her hair, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I've brushed her hair, and as you can see, some of the hair is coming out. It's fine. Your dolls usually have way more than enough hair, so if some comes out, you usually won't notice it at all. So what we're going to do now is rinse her hair out. Make sure you get all of the soap out of there. And then squeeze the excess water out. Okay. And then at this point, she's a little slippery, so she doesn't want to sit there. We're going to get our conditioner. Again, just whatever you have. And it's going to put a little bit on there. Just a good amount to coat her hair nicely. Again, I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. Kind of slinging my doll around here. Okay. Okay. And at this point, you're going to add the lotion. You don't need much, just about that much. And kind of rub that in and get that into her hair. Okay. Once you have that in her hair, at this point, you're going to be brushing through her hair again. Kind of the same concept that I talked about before. You're just going to start down here at the bottom and work your way up. You're going to want to do it all the way around her head until you don't feel any more tangles at all. I'm going to go ahead and wash the soap out of my brush so we don't get shampoo back in her hair. And then I'm going to go ahead and brush her hair. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and then I will come back. Okay, I have brushed that through her hair. At this point, this is where I'm going to take my fine tooth comb, and I'm going to come through here, and I'm going to brush through her hair, starting at the top and kind of working my way down. Her hair, it's managing a lot easier than some of the others because it is so short. So you can see I'm already able to run my comb through there fairly easily. If you have longer hair, it's going to be harder, and you're probably going to have to pull some more. And again, some of the hair might come out, but that's okay. But you're just going to want to start at the top and kind of slowly work your way down to the ends and do this all the way around. You're going to do this until you can't really feel any more tangles, to where you can just feel the comb smoothly running through her hair. So I'm going to go ahead and pause, and then I will come right back. Okay, so I'm going to just show you how easily this runs through her hair, just so you kind of know what to look for. That's just, I mean, it would be like running a comb through your hair when you have conditioner in it. It's, nice and soft. So once you have it at that point, then you're going to go ahead and rinse her hair out. Okay, once you have her hair good and rinsed out, just going to kind of squeeze the excess water out. And then I like to put her hair in a towel. Just squeeze and soak up the excess. And then at this point, this is where you're going to add your oils in. So I'm going to do my argan oil first. And so I'm going to pour a little bit of it in my hand, and I'll kind of show you how much to use. Okay, it's kind of spread out some, but it was about just a pea size for her hair. If you have long hair, probably do a dime size. And just spread it nicely throughout her hair. And then I'm going to do the same with the shine serum. I'm just going to put about a pea size amount in my hand. Okay, so about a pea size amount. And this shine serum is a little bit thicker than the argan oil. And both of these smell really nice. So it's just going to add to the shampoo and conditioner smell and the lotion smell. So that way her hair is really yummy smelling. That way, if your daughter sticks her Barbie's hair in your face like my daughter does, it will smell nice. Okay, so we've got that all nice in there. And then at this point, this is where you're going to dry it. You can leave it to air dry. If you do, make sure you set them upright and brush their hair down so that it is pretty much in the same style that it would be if you fixed their hair. Don't hold the doll upside down, like don't hang it upside down like this to dry, because their hair will probably dry like that, and you don't want that. So I'm not that patient. I'm going to blow dry her hair just so I can show you what it looks like afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and I'm going to dry her hair, and then I will come back and show you the finished product. A couple important things I forgot to mention is if you're blow drying, make sure you set your blow dryer to warm. You don't want to use it on hot because that could melt their hair. You can go up to high, but just make sure that's on warm. And then hold it a good distance from her head, about 6 inches or so. And you don't want to hold it in one spot. You want to make, kind of a motion like this just to make sure you don't melt her hair. It is synthetic hair, so we don't want to melt her hair. Okay, I've gotten her all done. So this is what her hair looks like. It is her hair, she had really curly hair. So once I blow dried it, I just took my comb and kind of played with it to get it to looking right. She's got a little spot back here that's kind of sticking up. And you just have to play around with your doll's hair if they have curly hair, straight hair, and just use the comb and just kind of try to style it as best as you can. At this point, if she had any stray hairs hanging, you could clip them. I don't really see any hanging down, so I think she is okay. Also, if you have a doll that has super frizzy hair, and at this point still has really frizzy hair, you could use some more of the argan oil or some of the shine serum to put some more in her hair. She doesn't really have any frizzes that I can see. So just be careful how much you add because you don't want to add too much. So that is that. She looks pretty good. So I'll set her over here with my others that I've done. And that's that. So hopefully I hope to make some more videos, some how-to videos. So if you found this helpful, just go ahead and share it with anybody that you think could use it. Thanks.